While Ottawa works to pass legislation aimed at ending the Canada Post strike, the damage to the retail sector may already be done. The period from Black Friday to the holiday season represents more than 20% of all retail sales, according to the Retail Council of Canada. And companies across the country have already reported a decline in online revenue. Joining me with more is retail expert Doug Stevens. Doug, thanks so much for being here. Let's get right into it. The legislation Ottawa is working on came after the Retail Council of Canada, the Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses, eBay, and more called on the feds to step in. But as far as retailers and consumers go, is this too little too late?
Well, I mean, it's a tremendously important time, obviously. And just to sort of quantify that, last year, Canada Post reported over this holiday season, over this period of time last year, they were shipping 1 million parcels per day. And from a consumer standpoint, surveys last year indicated that 65% of consumers said they were either going to be doing some or most of their holiday shopping online. So it's an incredibly important time of year. And so consumers are sort of depending on these packages getting to their door. So, yeah, I think a lot of the damage may already have been done, sure.
So we know that online revenue has taken a hit, as you just said, but is there a possibility, is there a silver lining here that the strike could actually benefit bricks and mortar stores, more foot traffic going into stores because they don't trust the mail to get their packages where they need to go?
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. I think that's going to be one of the consequences is you'll see consumers making that decision, understanding that what they're ordering online might not be making it in time for the holidays. They may choose to go to a store. The other side of the equation, though, is that we may see more people signing up for programs like Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime doesn't depend on Canada Post. It uses UPS as its primary shipper. And we saw that last year, Amazon Prime numbers went up by 80% in Canada over the course of the year. So I think you're going to see winners and losers on both sides. I think brick and mortar could be one of the beneficiaries of this crisis that we're in right now, but you could also see Amazon pick up some Prime members as well.
Now, you've also noticed a change in consumer behavior during the Black Friday season overall. What have you been seeing, and how are retailers adapting?
So what's interesting is that, of course, in Canada, if you go back, say, 20 years, all of the really concentrated sale activity, promotional activity was focused around Boxing Day. And then we saw that a lot of that behavior move over to Black Friday. And now, as was mentioned earlier, Black Friday is challenging Boxing Day as the big shopping day of the year. But you also have two other things happening. You have Amazon Prime Day, which is Amazon's big sale day, and a lot of activity happening there. But you also have now Black Friday turning into sort of Black November. As you and I have discussed before, retailers are really stringing this holiday shopping occasion out over a much, much longer period of time. So we don't have this sort of concentrated behavior focusing on one day anymore.
Doug Stevens, we always appreciate your insights, but never more than this time of year. Thanks again.
Thanks, Ben.